YouTube, TaToBa here with a review of the 66Action Kamen Rider Series 1, featuring Kamen Rider Gaim Orange Arms, Kamen Rider O's TaToBa Combo, Kamen Rider Decade, and Kamen Rider Ichigo. So these are a scale of 66mm sized action figures that are under Bandai's candy toy collection. So each one features the character and a little piece of ramune candy, just like all candy toys nowadays. And they retail for about 500 yen or so a piece. That's how much CSToys was selling them for. You can buy a box. I think they come in boxes of 10 for about 3,000 yen or so on AmiAmi. So depending on if you want extras to sell or just buy a set, those are probably your two best bets. I don't know if Hobby Search or HLJ sells them off the top of my head. So, not too bad, actually, for their price. So here is the box. It just has the character on it, 66Action. Keeps mentioning the fact that they're 66mm figures, and shows off everything on the back. And so here is our little mini Gaim Orange Arms. So each figure comes with the figure itself, one weapon associated with the rider, a little stand, and two sets of hands. Each rider has a weapon holding hand, and then a fist hand set. In Ichigo's case, he has a pose, his henshin pose hand, a little for the rider chop and such like that. So it kind of depends on the rider. But they're pretty neat. Right off the bat, I wish the stands were better. I would have went more for a circular stand with peg and holes on the feet. Instead, there is a little plug on the back of the belt right here for like a Tamashii stage. If you include a stage like that, you're going to up the price, and that defeats the purpose of candy toy. So it's nice that you have an option, but you can actually get a good amount of poses with these guys. You have a completely ball and socket joint on all of these joints right up here in the shoulders, the head, and the hips. Single joint at the elbow and the knee, then a ball and socket down here at the foot, and a swivel at the hand. The hands just plug right out and plug right in. They remind me a lot of the RD, not the Robot Damashis, but the real Deform rides. And just a really miniature sort of scale, and they're not bad for their price. You actually have quite a bit of detail. Not all of it's painted, since there's some detailing in here in Gaim's legs and armor. But the helmet, the head sculpts are all actually done very, very well. The visors are all clear, covering whatever it is they're supposed to be covering. In Gaim's case, it has the orange slice, the compound eyes, and the yellow riders. So you've got quite a bit of detail going on in these little tiny figures. And you have a waist swivel too. So like I said, you can actually get a very good range of motion on these guys, and I really, really like that. They're affordable, their detail is good, and the articulation is good. So really, they're a very fantastic line of little figures. It's just a shame that it doesn't come with any sort of stand that lets you pose them, and normal Tamashii stages are very large and would look kind of weird with these. But you can kind of get a Tamashii stage and hook up 3 ports to it, I guess, if you wanted to. That would be a more economical way of looking at it. So there's our little guy with the Musou Saber. Here is TaToBa with the Medajalibur. Now, obviously, he's got no sort of weapon storage like Gaim would, but still really cool. I would have liked to see tiger claws that fold out, but that's asking a little bit much for a line like this. TaToBa logo is printed very nice, and like I said, the head sculpts on these are very good. I really, really like these. O's has a little bit of leg issue. The clearance on some of them are a little bit finicky, and they will pop off the ball joint, but they pop right back on, so it's not really a huge issue. But posing these can be a little bit finicky sometimes. And here's little mini Decade. My Decade's a little bit floppy in the arms, but they still pose just fine. The Riderbooker leaves a little bit to be desired compared to the other weapons. There's no white paint on the base, but that's easily fixed with some little paint marker. The head sculpt on Decade is actually done particularly well. I was surprised by him because he was probably the most complex of the helmets, and they pulled his little barcode-esque design really, really well on him. So I really dig that. These are just nice little figures. And here is Ichigo. Like I said, he comes with the Rider Chop or Henshin Pose hands instead of the weapon holding hands, since he has no weapons associated with him. DK just wanted to fall down. And you can actually pull off the pose fairly well, thanks to the articulation on this. It's actually kind of almost as good as I could get the figure art, honestly. And they did a really good job on him, too. His scarf is attached to the helmet. So as the helmet moves, the scarf will move, too. Given the design of these figures, that's probably the best way that they could have went about doing it. His legs are a little weird. I don't know what. I think the hole or peg is too big because it doesn't want to go straight. It just keeps flailing outwards. But I will investigate that a little further. But Ichigo's the only one that has that, so it's not like a huge mass problem or anything. And it should be okay. And he does cooperate with his stand, so that's not really an issue either. Let's fix up his pose. And there we go. Oh, no, I'm falling over. Good enough. So at roughly 500 yen a piece, these are terrific little toys. So you're looking at about $5 to $6 a piece before shipping. And yeah, they're a little bit small given action figure prices in the US in comparison. But I really like them. They're small, they're cute, they've got a little bit of a nice stylized design to them. They're not overly chibi, but they're to the point where they have this aura of adorableness that I really like. And the articulation points are fairly incredible for a figure of this size and price. It listed on here how many? 14 joints on here. And that's actually really incredible. I love it. It could use a little bit more detailing, but given the fact that there are cheap $5 candy toys, the quality of figure you're getting is actually really, really good. Series 2 is due out sometime in April, and that consists of Zangetsu Melon Arms, normal one, not Zangetsu Shin, Den-O Sword Form, Double Cyclone Joker, and Kabuto Rider Form. So we'll look forward to that. I am going to pick up a set of those and keep up with this line. Like I said, they're very easy to collect, 500 yen a piece, so you're looking at about 20 bucks per set, and that's not that bad for the quality of figure that you're getting in return. Thanks for watching, take care, and have a great one. Bye.